guys, welcome to Diane's Crafty Corner, and this is an update to last night's Destash. So I have been asked to cut out a few things. I have been asked to change a few things. What else have I been asked? Yeah, last night was pretty busy. So I'm going to show you the things that as of this second are still available. Some of them people have inquired about but have not sent payment. I will tell you that as I come to it. So just know that you may not, that item may be spoken for, but there's been no payment yet. And I am only going to wait a few hours this morning and then move on to the next person so you can say you're next in line is what I'm trying to say, okay? So, let's get started. So the first thing is, I had so many people ask me to break up these two boxes of the Illustrator Spectrum Noors to buy individually. I don't want to do that because I actually chose these two to blend together. And they really did blend together pretty darn well, as you can see by this. So if I sell them separately, then you won't have two purple blends, two pink blends, two green blends. And with this, you could actually do leaves, flowers in two different shades, and a terracotta pot. There's a lot you could do with just this. That's why I chose these two colors to review and to see how I like them. Okay, that's why I chose these two. So with that being said, I have decided just to drop the price a little bit, and instead of the price of one of them and getting the other one free, you can have both of them for $20 shipped, okay? And if that doesn't sell them, then I'm just going to hold on to them and use them with my other one. So $20 shipped for both of them, the tints and the hues. And like I said, I don't want to split them up because they really do go well. The families go well together, and this will give somebody, 6 markers that they can use for flowers and leaves that will really go good together, All right, so keeping that in mind. All right, so those are still available. The My Favorite Things dies, like I said, told you guys, I only have 2 sets left. I did pretty much destash all of my favorite things and just kept the Lawn Fawn. They go for $24.99 each. These are the stitched circles, and everybody needs circles, guys. So you can put this with your other circles, your plain circles, and then this gives you a nice little decorative border around it, or you can put this one on the outside, put a plain cut circle on the inside, and it'll give it a nice pop. And then of course the square stitched as well. So I've been asked to break these up, not to sell them together. So I will, but I do have to charge shipping, so they'll be $12 each. So $12 for this set instead of $24.99, and $12 for this set, which I'm so sorry you can't really see. This set. And that will be shipped, okay? So there's that. Move that out of the way. What else? All right. I'm pretty sure that the Avriel, I've been asked to show these in a review this morning. I'm not going to because I'm pretty sure they're sold. But the Avriel pierced around the edge, these are not cutting dies. They just do the piercing. What makes these so great, and why I got them in the first place, which you can see I only used this one, was because I didn't have pierced dies, and I really wanted to put the piercing around the edges. So I picked up both of these. They are kind of expensive, but then wouldn't you know, 2 months later, Lawn Fawn came out with an entire set, and I did buy those. So I don't need these now. And as I showed you guys last night in the Destash, I can't tell the difference between the Lawn Fawn and these. So in order to use them, all you're going to have to do is cut out your, this is probably a 4-inch circle, cut out your 4-inch circle, however you're going to cut it out, whether it's with a die or a punch. And the same thing with your rectangle, you're just going to cut it out on your trimmer or use a you know, a straight rectangle die to do that, and then you're going to set these on top of it and run it through. You can do them at the same time even. The one will fit inside of the other. In most cases, this big one maybe not, but you know. And then you're just going to run it through, and it'll give you just the dotted edge all the way around. And as I said, I could not tell the difference between the one that had been cut and scored at the same time or just the ones that were scored. So those are still on the table, but they may be spoken for. They may be sold. So I'm going to give those, I'm going to give these 2 hours. So if you're interested, just let me know and I'll put you on the wait list. Okay, next, this one also may be spoken for, but I've been asked to cut it out, so I did. I didn't cut out all the pieces. This is the Dynamics Blueprints number 29. It's the one that was designed for shaker cards or window type cards. And I cut out the big piece in purple. And then there's what the window looks like. You could do the window as a shaker form, or you could do it in... you know, putting a sentiment here and putting a couple flowers there. There's a lot you could do with it. This is an average A2 size card base, and that's what it looks like on top of the card base. So again, super cute. I've done quite a few cards with this style. I really like it. I really liked it, but like I said, this year is going to be all about making it simple for me. I am crafty enough to be able to do, you know, squares on my own if I want a shaker card like this. And I already have another one, almost window die, almost just like it. So why have 2 of them? You know what I'm saying? So that's what that looks like. And those were 22. And like I said, this has a couple of people waiting on it. So you'll just go on a wait list for that if it doesn't sell. And I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to be in the office today for about 4 hours working on a project and going through everything one more time just to make sure I'm set for the year. And it's looking pretty good. I have a few stamps, I think, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. All right, so this one is Dynamics number 20-something. 20-something. Hold on. Hold on, I'll tell you. Don't know why. I can't get it. 23. All right, so this is number 23. That's what it looks like. And I have been asked to cut this one out as well and show it in an example. So I did cut it out. And I'm going to show you what I did with it real quick. So I put it on an A2 card base. So you're getting these two, cut out these little scallops, which you could put vertically or long ways. Put your little window, put your little, this die right here cuts this piece, and then this cuts the holes, and you can stick your little critters in there, put your little sentiment down here. Like I said, I already have this already, and I already have these already, so I don't need this set. So, yeah, so that's what that would look like. It's super cute. Of course, you could do it this way as well. You could make it very festive and make them popping out in each direction, you know. Just super, super cute. So I think it's super cute. And as I put this together, I'm like, maybe I should keep it. It is kind of cute, but again, I don't need 2 of everything, so that's why. And again, this one was 22. So that's how that looked. All right, what else was there? What else? We talked about the Avriel. The Fisker's Punch, the Fisker Stamp Press. I've been asked to show that, which I was so surprised about, to show how it works. And I don't actually want to ink it up, but let me just see. Here we go. I use this teddy bear a lot in examples, don't I? So let's just do it. So all you do on these are the, you're going to stick your stamp on there like that. You're going to go ahead and ink it up. After I just said I didn't want to do that. Here I am doing it. All right. So you're just going to ink it up on the back. Now what makes it nice about these is that they are, the big one you can use for scrapbooks. That's why I bought it. So when I was making my scrapbooks for my grandchildren, I used it to stamp down the images. And that's before I didn't, you know, have my brother scan and cut. Now I just cut them out, to be very honest with you. I just cut them out and put them and adhere them down with some nice tape, and I don't really stamp any images on there anymore. So that's why I'm going to let these go. Plus I've got my other stamp positioning tools that I use. Hold on, I just want to make sure that the ink is off. Okay, so you're going to stamp it up. You're going to set your piece of paper down, and I need something to stamp onto because my desk is not even. You guys know that, right? My desk is not even. We're going to use this notepad. All right, so you would just put your pad of paper, or you would put your piece of paper down that you're going to stamp on. You would set this over it, position it wherever you want it on the piece of paper. You can move it around, you know. So you would do that, and then it pushes down. These little foam pads right here, they push down. So all you're going to do is push down on it, like that. Just kind of press it down, let the ink soak into your paper. That's something I cannot stress enough. Make your ink stick down to your paper, and then just let it pop up on its own. And there you go. Now, you didn't get a great impression on that, which is not, it's not the stamp's fault. It's not the positioner's fault. It's because I let it sit there for so long. So you guys want to do it again to see? And because you guys know my desk sucks. I've said this before. My desk sucks. Not fibbing about that. It bows right there in the middle. All right, let's do it again. This time we'll be faster. I just stuck ink all over my hands. Look. Ah! Okay, ready? So you're going to hold it down. You're going to position it where you want it. Oops. Oops. That pad of paper is getting in the way. And then you're just going to press it down. See how my desk is moving? That's what's wrong. That's why I use a stamp positioner. There you go. See? Perfect. And you guys know that trick. If you let it sit there for a minute, you need to hop on it and you'll get a better impression. But that's all. That's so that you can move this around on your project and stamp it down anywhere you want to. You can use this entire space. So this one is the large one. I also have the small one. I was asked to show it. I was asked to make them separate. So I'm going to do that. So this large one that we just used, I'm going to sell that one for $12. That includes shipping. And the small one I'm going to sell for $8, and that includes shipping. All right, let me clean that off. And those are the Fisker stamp presses. Let me take my stamp off before I lose it. And I'll clean them up. I'll use my polish, you know, my plastic polish on it and clean them up before I send them out to you. All right, what was next? All right, so the Gina Marie dies, the set of 5 of them, I believe that they're sold. I don't know that. They might be sold. But I was asked to show what they look like. Now, I know I've shown these in a bajillion videos already. But because I like to make sure you guys know. So I had 4 of them that I was selling for, 5 of them I was selling for $40. All right, so there's the one of them. That's this one. Now this one always cuts out like a dream. You don't need a shim. There's no problems with it at all. This one is never a problem. Okay. The second one is, whoa, get back on there. This one has the little C designs. This one in particular, that's why I left it in there so you could see, because this is what it looks like. Super pretty, guys, really super pretty. But you do, if you've noticed, I need two areas here didn't punch out all the way, and I did need a shim for that. I didn't put a shim in there, but you really need a shim for this die. So you just need you can use a paper shim or a metal shim, but you are going to need a shim. But it produces a beautiful die. And if you rub a dryer sheet across here when you do it, let me show you that real quick. Do I have one? I do. Just an old dryer sheet out of your dryer. So if you take this and you rub it across these dies like this, just like that, around each edge and you run it through to get your paper, none of these little bits are going to stick in your die. Every single time. It's just you aren't going to get them in your die. So that's marvelous. So that's what that one looks like. And then this one is the square, and that's what that one looks like. Super pretty. And then this one is the rectangle, and that's what that one looks like. Again, super pretty. And these two right here, I've never needed a shim for. I've seen some reviews where people said they needed a shim. I've never needed a shim for this one in my Cuttlebug or my Big Shot, either one. I have no problems cutting it out. And then this one I did not cut out. So those are those. Those are 5 for $40. That includes shipping. So that's going to be saving you about $16 if you were to get this exact set. Okay? These I think are also spoken for, but if not, I'll put it in the notes below. And then all that's left are the we got a beep 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 bus out front. Are the punches, and I've been asked to do those separately. So I was trying to think how I could do that and still I think the only way that I could do this, guys, to do these punches is to do, I'll do them separately, but you got to pay for shipping, you know, for each one of them. And that's, you know, if you wanted more than one, but I've added a couple in here as well. So let's just show you what I got. So I think this one was already in here. This is a punch. You guys know already, I know I've told you that I cannot do these punches. They kill me. They absolutely kill me. So, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I do have a piece already on the top here as well. So that's what that one looks like. It's like a little flower. I don't know the name of it. This one is not one that folds up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them $7 shipped a piece. All right, so $7 shipped. So $5 plus shipping would be about $2.80, $2.60, $2.80. So I'll just do it for $7, and I'll throw in part of the shipping. All right, so $7 each. I've got this one. This one does fold up. See, that one killed me. Killed me. Super pretty. Really pretty. They're super pretty, guys. I've only actually kept 2 of these. I've kept the elephant and a heart one. And the heart one I've kept only because it's the most popular card I've ever made to date on Pinterest. It gets pinned more often than anything else is with this, actually this one right here, with this punch right here. So I've saved it because I'm going to use it again. And I've saved this one, so those are the only 2. This is the elephant one, and I've done so many baby cards with this to sell, so many baby cards with this. It's a big card seller for me, so I'm saving those 2, even though I hate to use them, and I do. All right, this one is by Fiskars. I loved this one, but I actually have dies that do this now, so... And actually, this one's easier to use than those, but that's what that looks like. This would be cut off, of course, if you kept going. You know what I'm saying? So if you lined it up, and kept going, then of course this piece would be off, and that's what it would look like. Super pretty. But I've got dies that do that exact same thing. So there's that one. And then this one is the tiny tag, which I've used this one so much on putting little tags on critters or gifts or things on cards. And that's what that looks like. Super pretty. You can punch a little hole right there. It's just gorgeous, really. Or even to put just a tiny little sentiment on your card that says hi or something. It's super cute. Super, super cute. I love the size of it. All right. And then I've added a balloon one because I actually have the dies that make these balloons. I looked at that last night. And that's what that looks like. Super pretty. I love to do these, color them up and glossy accent them. They're so cute. So that's the balloon. And then here is that, what is this one? The branch. And that's what that one looks like. Okay, so they're $5 each plus shipping, so we'll call it $7. All right. And I think that's it, guys. And look, just let me peek. Yeah, I think that's it. So if you guys are interested in any of those things, leave a comment below. The things that I said are spoken for. They're not really spoken for. People have left a comment but haven't gotten back to me. It'll be 9 o'clock by the time this uploads. So by 11 o'clock, if I have not received a payment on those items, I'm going to go to the next person in line. So just leave a comment below. And if you see me comment on that, then that means that it's yours. And all you've got to do is send payment to the PayPal, friends and family, msdidedi@gmail.com. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I'm going to, if the Avery L dies, if the Avery L ones don't sell, I think they're sold, but if they don't sell, I'll come back on this afternoon, well, in about 2 hours, and show you guys how to work them. I'll show you how they actually work, okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.